Imagine walking into a room with all the latest technological tools to create anything you want. Well, it's here at the Octavia Lab at the Central Library in downtown LA, a do-it-yourself center to dream, explore, and create, and it's open to the public.
We have this lab at the library because we are looking to show how people learn and how people become more technologically included inside our fast-changing world. We're trying to create, have people have access to technology they would not normally have, either in schools, like little grade school kids, or as adults.
The lab is named in honor of Octavia Butler, an acclaimed pioneer of science fiction who broke ground as an award-winning author in a male-dominated genre. She regularly spent her time at the Central Library.
She was a well-beloved library patron. She was coming to the library pretty much every day, every week, every month, depending on where she was living, from the 70s into the 90s. She would pretty much have her favorite table in the history department. She would do research, she would write here, and part of her credo and her belief and her advice to people is to be persistent, to use the library, and to be creative. All you need in order to create universes is the library.
There are so many different stations to choose from. Now, this is really a great opportunity to get your creative juices flowing. I have to say, one of my favorites is the 3D printing. You can create anything you want and print it. So whether it's the library or, hey, an Eiffel Tower, you basically come in, create the design you want, and print it as a 3D model.
You can cut your own artwork, logo, or design, or use the computerized embroidery machine to stitch your own items, or take photos and videos with a green screen, or even perhaps make a movie or podcast in the studio.
Okay, so who still owns some of those old VHS tapes, audio cassettes? You know you have them. Well, this might be your favorite station then. V, I understand that we can convert some of that stuff so we can preserve it?
This is going to be the equipment that brings in the generations. So this is the DIY memory lab, and with it you can convert reel to reel, 8mm, we can record VHS, we can record cassettes, you haven't seen one of those in a while. And from it, using a piece of hardware called right over here, and it converts an analog signal into a digital signal. So you can convert these items into MOV or MP4, MP3, stuff your kids would understand or your little kids will understand. But pretty much this is a way of preserving our heritage and having it continue on digitally.
I love that. So, and I can bring my personal tapes in and convert them here.
That's the plan, yes.
All right, I think I'm going to come back for this one for sure.
The Octavia Lab is a digital media maker space that is free to use, and all you need is your library card. There might be some printing charges depending on the projects.
And if you're not feeling sure about what to actually do, well, you can always come to this machine and there's a message of inspiration. In fact, you'll get a quote along with even some suggestions on what you can work on.
So put on your creative hat and make your way down to the Octavia Lab, only at the Central Library in downtown Los Angeles.